Good afternoon, Eamon here from Ashland Farm. Haven't done a video maybe for the last week, and I suppose for a couple of reasons. And one of them was that I had a bit of I won't say an accident, but I pulled a hamstring in my leg, and I was very lame and in a good little bit of pain. But I'm not sure how it happened. But probably farming and getting on a bit in the years, you begin to get these aches and pains. So I haven't been on, and apologies for that. I meant to do a video outside in today on grass growth and where we are with grass on the Ashland farm. Unfortunately, it's too windy and it's raining now at the minute, and the wind was too strong, so you wouldn't hear me over the wind. So I had to resort to doing it inside in my dining room here. So apologies for that. So look, I hope I'm finding you all well. Looking at where are we on the farm at the minute? I think Tuesday is, or is it? We're coming near the very end of September at this stage. Next week we have the budget and we're into October. So we're starting our last round of grazing on our dairy farm here on next Tuesday. So we don't know how long we're going to get out, but we'd be expecting to get well into November. The quality of grass out there at the minute is very good, and as you know, grass is green gold, and we try to maximize the amount of grass that that the cows eats, and mainly what the cows can graze. That's our policy here on Ashland Farm with Kenneth, that we maximize that, as we call it, that green gold that's out there, because there's nothing to replace it, and it's the cheapest type of feed that you'll ever feed your cows. So it's a way of trying to maximize that, and along with that is you have to as well be planning to make sure that you're shutting off enough of paddocks, that you have enough of grass next week. So Kenneth has it planned out, and we've planned out here on the farm that we're starting off on next I think Tuesday, Wednesday. They're going into the first paddock that will be closed off on Tuesday morning, and it all depends on how much rain and the weather conditions over the next month or 6 weeks. Now listen to the forecast. The forecast is quite good. I think we were getting up to 50 kilos of dry matter be grown in Leinster next week. So that's quite good. There's a very good cover on the farm. The conditions at the minute for grazing is quite good, even in spite of the rain we had last week. Now, we're promised a lot of rain today, but particularly down in the south of Ireland. So I'm not sure how much exactly we're going to get up here in Westmeath. But as I say, whatever we get, we have to manage it. So the cows are starting to be shut off at each paddock to graze. That's it, and nothing will go back into that until next spring. And we have ordered some dairy nuts as well, and we weren't giving them nuts since last June, or whenever, maybe end of June, and most of our cows begin to dry off. As I have explained to you already, that we have switched from a winter calving herd to a spring calving, and this year we're in the transition. We have a lot of cows at the minute that's milking up to a year, so their milk yields is is not great, but they're still well worth milking them. We have 2 or 3 dried off, and we culled off some cows as well. As I said, we have ordered some dairy nuts. That'll be coming someday next week, and that mostly is not to it's to make sure that we can keep them out longer, because we find, particularly with the cows that calved last September, October, the minute you change diet with them, put them in a stage, they will go dry. So we're trying to keep as much milk as we can well up to end of November, early December, that we have cash coming into the system, because normally we would have maybe 25 cows calved at this time of the year, and the milk would be going up, and we'd be getting into a good cash situation. But now, for the next couple of months, the milk shares are going to be reasonably low, and there'll be a month or 6 weeks without any milk check. So that'll be the first time ever on Ashdown Farm since dairy started supplying milk. I think in the early 60s. We supplied milk all year round. So for me, it's a bit of a mindset. It's a decision that Kenneth and myself made, and has Kenneth been running the farm as that, and I'm in partnership with him as well. But it's the right decision to make, because like, we found the winter milk very, very difficult. Kenneth is excellent on grazing, on grass management, and we have very high EBIs and very good high fat and protein. So the spring milk will suit us better, and hopefully we can make more profit. We'll tell you that as the time goes on. So it's certainly a big change. As I was former liquid milk chairman as well in IFA, I was very passionate always about liquid milk. But look at new people takes and new thinking. You have to change with the times as well. You cannot be stuck in the past and stuck in your own ideas. And that's very, very important. And if you want to be successful at whatever job you have to do, you have to change. You have to see what's working. Just because it has worked in the past doesn't necessarily it's going to work in the future. So we're very, very happy with the decision. What else is happening on the farm? We're actually quite busy enough. We're getting ready all the sheds. We have all the power washing already done. We've done scraping as well to do. We have a few little issues with scraper that needs to get fixed. We're working on those last week. This week as well we'll be doing them. We've lights in the sheds, just checking out lights. There's a lot of lights replaced, bulbs gone or tubes gone, the fluorescent lights, both in the feeding sheds, the cubicle houses, and in the calving boxes. So this month is the month to get all those little bits and pieces done. And as well, during the week, the latest a little bit, the diesel pump has gone on the John Deere. It stopped the last Thursday or Friday. Now, I didn't get time to pick one up yet, so I'm doing that on picking it up on Monday and putting it on. So hopefully we'll have tractor back. At the minute, we don't need a tractor for very much work, but there's a bit of work to be done on the tractor as well. So there's a lot of work for the next 4 to 3 weeks, and making sure that we have everything ready for the cows to go in, and we are organised and that sort of thing. So look, at the minute, the focus on getting the grass ate off the paddocks, making sure they're well cleaned out as well, so they're set up for next spring. That's the important thing, because as I said, grass is green gold, and if you don't set it up now, you won't have it next spring. And as I say, we try to graze as much grass as possible down their throats, rather than having to through silage and that, and try to cut down on the meal and try to make a decent margin of profit and run a low cost system here on Ashdown Farm. It's working reasonably well. We have a good bit of work still to do on our costs, where we have low costs but we're not low enough, and we need to do a lot more work on that as well, and that's probably managing grassland a little better and fine tuning what we're doing. And I suppose an area that we need to be working on is our somatic cell count, which I'll do another video about that. But before I wind up, I meant to tell you, we have done a TB test there a week or so ago with one cow went down in the test. That means we're locked up. It might cause a little bit of an issue with some cull cows that we needed to offload in the end of the year, at the end of their milking life, but we won't get to, and there won't be probably good enough condition to put into the factory. They're not. They're a couple of light cows. We were expecting, not saying we're expecting to go down, but the indications all around us was a lot of herds in this area with TB. So Kenneth, before the test, sold off any of the cows that he could to the mart that wasn't giving a huge amount of milk. So we offloaded probably 5 or 6 of them. So we're not too bad. You only have 3 or 4 now to offload, and they're still milking. So they'll milk on till December, and then they'll probably build a bit of condition. And as soon as we get clear, we'll pop them into the mart in Delvin. So the cow that we went down in the test, just to let you know, was she had just one calf. a red Frisian, a beautiful animal, a very valuable heifer. She was going forecast to give 600 kilos of mid solids this year, and very high EBIs and well made cow. Valued the other day, we came in at 2,315 euros or something like that. Yeah, I think it was 2,315 euros we got it as a valuation of it, which is probably a reasonably good value for her. So yeah, it's we got probably adequate compensation for her, but you know, it's the inconvenience of it is the nuisance and all the rest. So look at Eamon here again signing off, making sure that you stay safe in this next couple of days with this wind and rain, this forecast, especially down in the south of Ireland, and we'll keep you up to speed on what else is happening on Ashdown Farm. Thank you.